Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me here today back in Butterfly Valley. And we're going to be finishing off our penguin habitat today. I'm having a lot of fun with this habitat actually. After a bit of a nightmare start, I think it's coming together quite nicely now. So first things first, we need to sort out these steps because at the moment they look a little bit empty and a little bit precarious, quite frankly. I don't think I'd want to sit on them. You'd fall off the edges. So what can we do to make these look a bit nicer? I want to make them woody looking. I wonder. Oh, that's a nice big plank, isn't it? So this is what I'm thinking. It's something like. Whoops! I need the angle snap on. Let's try that again. And I want a basic edge. Let's just see if this is going to be the right angle. No, of course it's not. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to unangle snap. I'm going to have to just create this edge like this. Probably only up to there. And down to there. Right, let's start off by combining these. Oops. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, so that's going to be your basic edge. And that will then get duplicated across, but let's finish this off first. So in here somewhere are these gates. Oh, I need the angle snap on again. Always forget the angle snap. Hang on, this isn't going to work, is it? No, hang on. Let's. Right, how do these gates work? These are funny things, aren't they? Because they're already on an angle like that. Do you know what? I don't think I'll be able to line these up, am I? Because they're not going to be on the right angle because I've had to adjust the angle. If you see what I mean. Yeah, it's not perfect like that, but actually I think, yeah, I can just play around with that a bit actually like that. Okay, I don't mind that actually. I'm still doing more. Do I want it yellow? Yeah, I quite like yellow's my favourite colour, so I'm fine with yellow. Right, actually, let's come back into here then. So I'm just thinking because there were I did see, where was it? Not in there, in here, sorry. I did see a nice bit of wood in here that I thought could make a good post on here. I don't know if this is going to work. I was just wondering whether I could use this and kind of cover up. Don't know. Let's try it. If I line it up so that you've got this bottom one going through the white stripes each time. Just trying to add a bit of extra texture, you know, rather than just using all the basic in-game bits. Yeah, I quite like that. I don't think it needs anything else. So then can copy and paste that and use it to cover up these gaps. Now, where is it at the end? It's hanging over just about halfway at the end as well. Okay, that's already looking much nicer, isn't it? So obviously you need something along the back. Now there is a fencing along the back as well that I could use. So let's just have a look at this one. I do like that they've added these bits in. It does. Yeah, hang on. Just need to. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, because it saves you having to try and create something yourself, doesn't it? If you put that, I think, to about there. And I don't think, no, I'm not going to use the wood along the back like these. I think that would be too much. It would look too bulky. But I do like that at least. Now we've got these gaps. So do you know what? I might just let's have a think. What was this? Arctic beam. Let's go. I'm in the wrong thing again, aren't I? Let's come back into here and go Arctic. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just have to kind of block this out at the back here. So if I line that up there, I'm going to have to do something else as well, but actually I could kind of double that up. Yeah, that looks much better. Let's do that. And at least then that covers up the first set of holes, doesn't it, along the top here. There you go, that just makes it look a bit more solid at the back there as well. And then, to be honest, the easiest way of getting rid of this is simply put on some corner pieces. Again, just makes it look a bit more solid as well, doesn't it? And I think that's probably all it needs. I am just going to investigate a couple of other pieces that I really do like to see if there's anything that I can do with these. Where's the archway? Because I do love the archway, but I don't. Oh, do you know what? I'm tempted. I am tempted because I just love this piece. I just think it looks great. I just think it, because it's Arctic themed, I just kind of like this. I just think it would look kind of penguiny, if that's the right word. And again, yeah, I like that. It's not too over the top. I think that looks really nice. And then I was going to do some trees around the back. So let's have a look at some trees. So ideally I want something that's going to offer some element of shade. So stuff like that is a bit big. Let's get rid of all the snapping. That's not going to offer any shade, is it? A nice oak. See, I could do a nice oak kind of right in this corner here. Give it a little planter underneath. That could work because I need something in this little gap here. I quite like that piece actually. Let's just pop that in for now. Let's see what else we've got. Elm trees are huge. Actually, I quite like an elm tree here. And then I can underplant that. I'm still looking for something that's going to be at the back and offer some shade. Not that. I mean, look at that. You could shrink that down like that. Have it coming out the middle. That would offer some shade. Actually, do you know what? That one offers a bit of shade. Not shelter, but shade. If the sun's in the right place. Oak tree too big. It may just be that I don't worry about it too much actually, because I think as long as it looks nice, you know, I'm not going for ultra realism. That's the thing in this zoo. You know, a small amount of realism, sure, but I'm not getting too worried about it. I am considering my next zoo already because that's just what I do. And I'm thinking my next zoo is going to be huge. I'm gonna see if I can do a zoo on a very big scale, and possibly do something with realism, something that has backstage areas is what I'm thinking. Okay, now we're looking. I think that looks pretty nice. Some nice silver birches back here, and then I can underplant a load of this as well. Right, so let's just get a massive flower pot. Is that as big as we get? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, the root is kind of just sticking out a bit there. I tell you what, I could just bring it down a little bit. There we go. So at least it is kind of growing out of some soil at least. Cool. Okay, so that's a nice little backdrop, I think there. Yeah, that looks nice. So we've still got some underplanting to do. So I want to do some of my favourite, as you know, bracken. If you've watched any of my episodes before, you'll know that bracken is always one of my go-to underplanting plants, especially where you've got trees like this. They just work. You know, I mean, look at that. It just looks so good, doesn't it? Just wondering if I should put just a little edge actually around that concrete or not. Not sure. Do you know what? I might. No, I don't think it needs it. As long as I disguise the corners. I don't know what's going to be behind here, but there may well be another habitat back here. So why not just do a whole load of bracken? Let's just hide that corner. I think I'll do some hedges in here. So let's come in and find our bushes. So I was thinking underneath where I've been putting these little penguins down, I can kind of hide them like this. Let's just bulk that up a little bit back there. Yeah, I quite like that. Probably some nice brambles in here. So again, not really going to go any more that way because I don't know what I'm doing over there yet. Could get one of these in. I kind of want to hide, so like if you're coming from this angle, I don't want you to be able to see through here particularly well. I think it looks quite nice if you could just see a glimpse like that in, you know, over the top there. Don't mind this long grass actually being here. I'll leave that. Get a couple of these in. We've got a nice, yeah, little flowering version as well. I'll just leave it like that. I don't think it needs more than that. Just a little wild area with some long grass. And this is kind of built as an access, I guess, for people, not members of the public, of course, but for staff potentially to walk around there. Let's do a little bit of this ground cover over here as well. I quite like this little red flowered bush here. Just a little bit of that again, just box it off, make sure people don't walk across there. That's nice. I think that's fine. So I'm going to do my usual, which is this amazing arrowwood bush on the rocks, because I just think it just looks great. I just love it, especially right here where you can sink it into the rocks, make it look like it's actually sort of growing right through them. I just think it looks fantastic. Hopefully I can do the same with a smaller one all along this edge, particularly here where we've got our penguin statues. Get a bit right down on the pathway as well. Again, don't want to, not too over the top. And then maybe a little bit bigger over here. I'll get a couple of little bushes down in there in a minute. Yeah, let's kind of hide these penguins a bit, like it's just got a little bit overgrown there. Let's get back to our smaller ones around our penguins here. Probably don't need a lot on this bit, just a little bit maybe. Yeah, that's fine. So let's come back. Let's just do the rounds and make sure. Again, it doesn't need to be over the top. I don't really need a lot more. I might just get one or two little bushes. So it's just something like this I quite like. It looks a bit Arctic-y, doesn't it? So I don't mind a few little bits like this in here. Maybe one in here. I do like these. I just love how green they are. Don't know. It's something about these ones. I just love the shape of them. I quite like that. Just blending in a little bit the water fountain like that, and then let's see if I could get a little bit of flower back here as well. A little bit of ground cover under there. Maybe a little bit more just here, just poking out. Let's just come down to their level and have a little look around. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Now we did have this corner here, didn't we? Which got sort of expanded. So let's just get a couple of bits in here. Again, I don't want to fill it up. I just want it to have a little something in there. There we go. That's it. That's all it needs. Just finishing touches on the corner there. That's nice. Cool. So how are we doing with our penguin habitat? Are we there now, do you think? Let's have a look. Our seating area is looking good. I like that. It's simple but effective. We've got the corner done and the backdrop here. We have our rock work done all around here. I think that looks nice. Our fountain here. Rock work done all the way up here, and then rock work there. And along the front we have our fencing. We've got our talk point. I'm not going to put any more benches along here. I'll tell you what, I will put a couple of bins. Oh, I could do an Arctic bin, couldn't I? No, do you know what? I like these green bins. I think they just look the best. So let's just get a couple of them, one at each end. Nice. Right, well, I've got a little bit of time left, so let's have a look at this building. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this building. I think I'm going to match it to those other ones. I kind of like the theme that all the staff buildings are done in the same way. I just think it kind of keeps the... Whoops, I need to actually edit the right thing. It kind of keeps that nice theme going through the whole zoo. You know, obviously I could do it different. I could have every building themed to the area that it's in. That could work, but nah, I'm not going to do that. This is how I did it before. Let's have a look. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to extend this building sideways. I'm going to bring it out there. Purely because that front, the front two panels were both going to be these full stone ones, and it would look a bit odd. So I think if I do that, then I can have at least a bit of the brick showing at the front as well. Yeah, that's fine, and I quite like that the tree might have to move just a little bit actually, but let's get to that in a minute. And then I believe it's the asphalt roof, and I've been using the pitched roof. I think the big pitched roof. Is that right? The big pitch. Yes, the big pitch. Now, how did I do? Let's just check. Yes, I did. So stone where it's stone, brick where it's brick. Okay, so this is a bit of both. Okay, so let's go stone. And then we'll get a little bit of brick. Yeah, so this tree, I just need to come in a bit like that. I might just, yeah, just rotate it a little bit as well. Cool. Let's get back to here and add the trim onto the roof. So it's asphalt. Let's just check, is this the right one? Yes, there we go. So a couple of trims. Nice. Now, how do I cap this off here? There's a particular beam, the European marquee beam, because it just it just finishes off this this end bit. Now let's see if I can get the angles right. Yeah, good. It's kind of automatic, the angles, luckily, when you're using buildings like this. Right, so it's down to there and down to there. Snap that round. I think we just went to the end there. We didn't go all the way down. Lovely. Right, now let's duplicate these. I'll probably do something growing up the outside of this building. Not too much though. Don't want it to, again, don't want it to look too jungly, but just a little bit. Okay, that looks good. So I feel like it needs something like this. Definitely needs a bit of an edge, doesn't it, somewhere, and a bit of framing. Yeah, it needs that, I think. And then let's bring that across to there. I don't think it needs anything there because you've got that nice rock work down there. Probably needs it to go this way as well. Okay. Right, and then it needs, what does it need? I'm just wondering if it needs a clock. Not that one. Does it need a nice clock in there? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Of course it does. Always needs a clock. Right, and then it needs something climbing up it. Something like this. See, something, you can kind of put it in like that and it almost looks like a whole new plant, doesn't it? Hang on, let's don't really want it sticking up out of the roof. Let's do that, and then let's just bring it down so it looks like it's growing up from the ground. There we go. That's nice. I love that sort of creativity. Finding different ways to use plants is really, really good fun. Great, and then we've got a bit of space here, so I'm not going to put a pathway out there, am I? Let's just see. No, I've got a pathway there and there, so that's fine. So this area here can be kind of blended together. Actually, we've got the hydrangeas there, so it makes sense that I put a few more of those. Not the Guelder Rose, no, where are we? Hang on, let's get rid of the snapping. Hydrangeas, so let's, because this can blend these two areas together, can't it? If you do it roughly like that. Get one of those on the back corner there. Oh, I do love these. I don't know if I really, let's just plop that down and just see what it looks like. I mean, it's not going to be brilliant from in here. Although actually, no, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's keep that. Now what have we got here? This is that a hawthorn? Let's just come back to our hawthorns. Where are we? Yeah, hawthorns. Yeah, let's get one of the low ones in there. I'm just trying to keep the theme going of what we had here, and then the other one was the Guelder Rose, so I could just sneak that down in there as well. And then I think we've got to go bracken in here. I think just nice thick bracken, kind of linking this area with this area, I think, like that. Now let's just check this tree. Whoops, don't want to turn the whole thing, just this tree. Yeah, I accidentally incorporated the building with the plants, which I didn't mean to do, but let's just get that tree angled right so it's not going into the building. And there we go, there's our little staff room all ready to use, blending in quite nicely, I think, there. And that is it. That is our penguin habitat finished. I'm really happy with how that's all turned out. That whole corner there looks pretty good now. So yeah, very pleased with that. Brilliant. So there we go, that's going to be the end of the episode. Not sure where I'm going to go next or what animal I'm going to do next. We'll see. The zoo's coming along well though. I'm very happy with how it's looking. I'll probably just sort of keep working my way around the outside and expanding. And eventually my computer will just give up and say, nope, can't do this one anymore, move on. And then we'll start another zoo. But yeah, for now, we'll keep going. So yeah, I don't know what animal I'm going to do next. I'll decide before I get recording next. But that is going to do it for this episode. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying the series. And yeah, just keep your comments coming. I love your support. I really do love doing this, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you again very soon in the next episode. Until then, do take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.